Fambulem. APC don't win. Na ça c'est. APC na parliament. You remember where Honorable Abdul Kagbo been say they know they participate because waiting do the speaker then we don't go lay complaint to him for say this man will fix iPad the ball when a Honorable Paran Tarawallie, the man with the issue of fixing in welfare and job for me they collect money when they work, where they get suspended, but the members of parliament of the SLPP go na the state lodge, then go cry to President Bio say we want our clerk back. What see President Bio begin for do? He reinstate them with all the issues will be happening. Honorable Abdul Kagbo bin Tawase, if he be to say true, Honorable Paran wants that position there. If I give up a position as the clerk of parliament, you know for mix, if I give him up as the clerk. Honorable Paran say na distraction. He know they pay attention, self. He said the other day, where they get small doubt with President by during the campaign. Now he tell and say fix your iPad the ball. He say as far as he concerned, in yai na the ball he dey. So what he care about na the ball. Honorable Abdul Kagbo, as the leader for APC na parliament, lay complaint to the speaker. The speaker be promise 2 weeks he go get to them. The speaker not get to them. It be fit to say Honorable Abdul Kagbo don't forget. Whilst Honorable Paran, when they go na the radio station interview them, it dey lick jab them under the belt all. It dey lick camper APC them. Now Honorable Abdul Kagbo say no wetin enough is enough. Now can a parliament now tell the speaker say we don't write to you. You not acknowledge, you not talk nothing to we. He say so today. And they tell you now say we dey have excuse na parliament. We need to take part but nothing again. Now so APC been take ne waka kulun kelen come out na do. But the speaker be try for talk to them say but una not go. I promise una I go address this issue. I go address them. Alright. Fambulem. Today, the second day of July. July, yes. Now we see letter na social media. What see the letter? For some I was like, nah, 2nd of July. Why are they see the letter dated 1st of June? I say, wait, so now mistake the mistake. But after quick investigation, I can find out say not to mistake the mistake. But that today the letter come out slado. What's inside this letter? Honorable Abdul Kagbo, leader of the opposition, Parliament of Sierra Leone, 1st June 2025. Their honorable leader. Now the speaker now writes to Honorable Abdul Kagbo. But I let pay attention on the 1st of June. Now in this letter say 1st June. Yeah? conduct of the Clerk of Parliament and demand for his immediate resignation. I dey reply to that letter the way you be saying. I dey refer to that your letter the 5th of May 2025 and me reply thereof the 11th of May 2025 in respect of the above subject wey na for say Honorable Paran for Pulan for this business. And for notify you say, in line with what I be promise you, I don't engage the president of Sierra Leone on what you can tell me you concern for say if Paran want for go for the post na SLPP if for Pulan as the Clerk of Parliament. Well, I don't talk with the president and I want for inform you say the president don't direct the Clerk of Parliament for go on leave effective the 20th of June 2025. Fambulem. You say waiting? He writes the letter 1st of June. Me I don't know say Honorable Abdul Kagbo get him. But Honorable Paran, President Bio say the 20th of June if I go on leave. Is it a paid leave or a leave without pay? Because if you go on leave, well, it go still a campaign. Yes. So if you go on paid leave, where it go still a collect salary wey months done, they still a doing campaign. Wetin are the difference? Wetin are the difference? Okay. Let they go. But you say na the 20th, He said the president say why is Ingo dey try for exercise in mind. So president, you say why he go dey try for exercise in mind? What do you mean by that? On the next line of action about the office of the Clerk of Parliament. Fambulem. This letter dated the 1st of June. Clerk of Parliament for go on leave the 20th of June 2025. Let me play for you the 1st of July. The 1st of July 2025. Listen ba na Parliament.
That Honorable Musa Peter Maigua is dead. In the circumstances, I urge the Clerk of Parliament to formally inform.
What I say they urge? I thought it was supposed to be on leave on the 20th. But on the 1st of July, the speaker say waiting.
The Clerk of Parliament to formally inform.
And I say acting clerk. He said the Clerk of Parliament. What's in the ground? Is that speaker?
I urge the Clerk of Parliament to formally inform.
Yes, we parliamentarian died and get for fill that position there. So now make it the urge the Clerk of Parliament for formally inform Oda.
the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone for his replacement. I declare that seat vacant by reason of his death. Mr. Clerk, please properly communicate to the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone for his proper replacement.
Mr. Clerk. So now who's Mr. Clerk will be they talk to? Eh? Because now this Mr. Clerk is supposed for they on leave. This one, this. He for they on leave. So now who's Mr. Clerk running now? Eh? Okay, we go cut to you back. Let's continue the letter first. By reason of the foregoing, me, the speaker, they urge you political party in a parliament through you for make una continue for serve the House of Parliament and the people of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Thank you and best regards. Yours sincerely, Right Honorable Sengepo Solomon Thomas, Speaker of Parliament. You say, but why not allow this letter come on, Ado? I can't wait to allow you from Honorable Abdul Kagbo. Let me know when he get this letter, because this letter is dated the 1st of June. Yeah, Mr. Speaker, wait here again, they bother you.
Thank you very much. Honorable members, at this stage, I also wish to inform you that we started very well, but unfortunately, we have started lagging again as members.
Then they lag, eh? Then they come on time. As members of parliament. What's happy, sir?
We are supposed to be in this well at 10 a.m. prompt. Upon my entry in this well, I am expected to meet the full complement of this house. We started very well, members have been turning up, but it's unfortunate that success.
Yeah. What are the Nepal lower level? Not say PP? Eh? The speaker they say, una be they come on time. Una be they come. But una don't lack. Then they tell us in a lower level. The lower level election is not funny. Talk a legi.
That's success.
Lower level, not funny.
Aha. You say waiting?
Lower level, not funny.
Lower level, not funny. Okay.
Like you thank God the lower level is done now. We are done with that now. And I want to believe you were at your neck and you have adopted the results and all of that.
So why you talk? Or you be forget say lower level day? Wait again.
I am sure that we'll start having the full complement of this parliament. And of course the ruling bench and the opposition at my entry, the chambers. Let me now congratulate and doff my hat to the following honorable members who have been extremely diligent.
Yes, he can tell and thank you. The one they go quick. We can always go and where they go quick.
In their service to this nation and to this house. Like I said, at the end of this term of parliament, I will properly communicate to the respective political parties regarding the attendance of their members. Honorable members, I'm going to do that, so please ensure that you are not on my list for not attending parliament regularly.
So what's in the political party then go do? So the next election when they submit, they not go put the name top na the list. Okay. Good one.
Simple business brother.
Ah. Listen, they undertone them.
Simple business brother.
He said, now sober business, but I they joke with so. Okay.
When the time comes, I don't want anybody to campaign me to be on the list because I'm going to create a clear picture to the political parties to encourage the political parties to bring in certain members of parliament by reason of their diligence and their attendance.
And the word that too. So next election we will see something. Because it look like say the PI system. Now based on the PI system they talk so. Eh? Okay. But APC say they don't have they not go for grief for the PR system. But now the PR system now leak pattern so. Yeah, nine. Fumble na the word that too. Yeah. Who shall we begin? We even pass to KKY. The car power. We pass to 5G, not 5G. We pass to President Bill, me in the chair. Na ECOWAS. Number one priority. Now for bring le Mamadi and Ibrahim Traoré. Let the hand over. What do I hear? I say I go look for me them prove me wrong. But that number one priority today. Huh? And they go fellow. Big time. Paran leave. But the 1st of July where the speaker they talk to Paran back. So me I don't know. Alpha, welcome sir. What you get for it today?
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me and thank you for Mr. Usman. At least today, feedback like a Saturday, no more. We don't take long, they analyze so many things. May God continue for help you, sir. I think for me today, I will start first of all with the 5G thing. Even though we listen from the regulatory person, one of them. The only two we could draw to their attention, I think the one mobile network, then the data services, then the render, not to like the AfriCell and the voting and call what we get. So if they use that same yardstick for measures, then say pass and get 100,000 subscribers, then I wonder how many when they will be for don't get 100,000 subscribers. So I feel say there should be some amount of difference because then they use call, then they use call, waiting and call. So I not feel say therefore use the same measurement for measures them. Again, like when you say when we get to competition, they bring down the prices and they give people the option for like a choose side and one for go. And they force other people, other service provider for good quality service. Like you rightly mentioned, you say if we don't begin they provide like 100 mega waiting and call megapix. So the whole thing when they say we want more network, more company for coming at the country so that they will able to determine and reduce price for the customers then. Again, the regulatory board feel say they have to do their work diligently so that they not favor one over the other. Having said that, I can to the AI minister. The AI minister, they don't clear the air now. I don't want to say he get that same spirit like anti-Sylvia. The one where they say something, nobody for content them. Now they always they say it's still unsettled. And it's not so. There are a lot of things they say, a lot of opinions, other opinions than they out there. And this is a very clear picture. You don't say one thing, see the regulatory person, they'll make them very clear, say we get other 5G network and all the rest. So there are times where them politicians they hype, then they end up for put themselves a problem. Now I lead to KKY. KKY for me, I don't tell people times without number, say look, politics don't make KKY not be honest to himself. Politics don't make, even with politicians, them, they're not be honest to themselves and their family, even their conscience. Yeah. You they tell we say the capital ship, the price high, but una don't come out una candy back. What una candy for? It means what you go for, you not get some. Because if you may get some, you know the candy. Yeah. But this man still is, you know, they sugarcoat we like for some we don't know what he they talk. And another thing that they will not kill power kill with politics. Then they lie with confidence. Like you say not for tell big man say they lie, but you they see the fact. If this man will say Kappa worship me too expensive, we don't go get from Guinea, what no me don't ever get. My dear, why can't we reduce the amount of light we get from Kappa worship? And the other thing we fail for realize, let's make this clear. This time we Kappa worship now reduce the supply. They not turn off the lights. So that make the guy and the thing say they smart past people. Them. The first they wake up our ship waiting they call, then turn off the lights completely. But this one they reduce to 6 megahertz, right? So that's the difference. If Kappa worship me off the lights completely, let nobody know fool we. If we don't get total blackout. Total blackout. Because black hole road not ready yet, they're able for do and complete one it. So let them tell we say then and they don't put mechanism in place. If we not put mechanism, why then do we go back to the Kappa worship? That tells you their mechanism was never sustainable. Even though the Kappa worship not for lasting something, I feel said it. We don't also use them to the extent that we don't out and weigh the people and purpose where they come for. Not emergency them bring and come for. Now we don't turn it to permanent source for lights in the country. Why they not go bluff we? Why they not go change power? Now business thinking. See don't today they say oh they don't get other side way. Then they offer them better MP than salon. They go there. They'll see by if we go get the lights when they talk. No, there are times when they not see, honestly they far. Really they far as alone. Tell we the fact. You don't go negotiate in a Guinea. If Guinea price was really good, why can't we get more than 20 megahertz we go to for Guinea? Why can't we get the 50 day for that matter? But instead we come back to the car power ship, we'll say expensive. Logically tell you say waiting this man they explain and waiting they happen and they go on two different things. Two different things. Now that make we can't get back. Anyways, like I told the topic of the day. I feel say you see we politicians then with politicians there now they put we at trouble. And Tulubu of Nigeria take almost see another 6 days. Nigeria gets everything pass we. In fact, double. Yeah, then get some pass we. Tulubu could not lead anything for go talk to Traore, say, hey, paddy, come on, I see too, or whatever. We with we all hyping. Now who they tell Mother Bill say, ah, bra, no worry, you go can't stop. You know, sometimes when they set some hurdles for we say now they would go fail. And I know this. With all the time when this man don't take na power, ECOWAS they in existence, so they're not able to shake the man self. Because we president don't take over from Tinubu now. They say, hey, they can't do this, they can't do that. It's a clear failure because that man didn't listen with us. He didn't listen to President Bio first. Yeah? No commodity. In fact, campus near Guinea. Sometimes you go say Traore de Fakana, Guinea for that matter. Let President Bio mistake no more tell Mama di Dubi and say, come on, power. Let see waiting go happen. Yeah, we Guinea, where if we sneeze, we don't jump go inside Guinea. Let mistake that one day. It's them people I don't know what to make them take them. They self can overthrow and make the country they go before. If Guinea and them they suffer pass when they get democracy, then people and therefore don't come on the streets by now. But they still say life better. They still say then country they improve. That's why they're happy. So why we sit on like we get the democracy? Waiting at the development where the AI minister they talk. Waiting at the development we will get. Can we compare to Nigeria? One great state in Nigeria, he don't do for combat we own country. If I did, he develop past we self now we own country. One great state. Then you say we because we develop now that make them choose president bio. Now play with the play. Sometimes I don't know if now politics now can go na their aid. Look, Emerson, I mean, I wait inside the talk. Politics don't go inside the aid to the extent that when even when they in the media, then just they talk, then they forget say waiting then they talk, now people they use for judge them. Waiting then they talk, now people they use for measure outside and they go. Now clear failure. Because the one when you meet, they not able to do one thing, they get money pass through you, then get resources pass we. They're not shake. They're not shake Guinea. They're not shake Dumbi. I mean, Traoré. We of all now we they go. May God help we. Really, for make we make that changes day. Me, I feel say I think what for me own advice for President Bio, try for maintain the way you don't meet day, where we don't did it, the one the way they did inside the ECOWAS, try for maintain them and be able for like use this opportunity for achieve your own goal when I like for get younger and able for put younger on the final control. Other than that, if you see these 2 years term don't just know, other president take them, younger not settle. Well, that's the end for younger na saloon. Guinea don't take an now, young. Thank you very seriously.
Thank you very much, Alpha.
You're always welcome, sir.
Omar, welcome, sir. What you get for we?
Thank you very much. Bruh, you go for good sleep, Triple A. You get West Nose. No, no waste you sleep, pass alone. You get a lot now you play. No the waste you sleep, pass alone. Because salon problem. If you say they put everything at the plate, you know they don't know, and you know they finish. This country, something not they go right. Something not they go right with the whole country. It's something just you see the people from the main streets to the traders, everybody, something the way where people then they do things the way where then they process information, the way then they spill them out, you know, the irrational behavior. They tell you say something all right. Something all right. So this 5G with this guy they talk about. I don't get time. I need it. That's one thing I need to pay attention on. Quite honestly, this 5G thing. So I'm not going to allude to that much because we don't get anything. We just to go and grab 5G. We're not there anywhere. But if they get them fine, if not lie in the lie, the guy don't tell me saying half fuller. So the balance half I don't know say come out, but I got with me no, I don't know how he become half Mendy. All of a sudden then guy now become half Mendy.
If you don't tell me, if you don't tell me saying a half fuller in a half Mendy.
Then we SLPP no go in a power again. One day go tell me saying a fuller. In my man a fuller and papa na fuller. But that day with her. You know, people like Alpha Khan, they don't do like what I said the other day. You time no day again. You by the hour, you before them they negotiate and find out if now abroad you be the which company center where you go for goodie, or which retirement center where you go for goodie. So that's all. So you input or you watch them where they talk about where they talk these days. Nobody need to listen to you. Nobody need to listen to you because the same way we get this another man we call himself KKY. When this man Me not one of the people that will be that gullible. Same thing happened. It's easy for let somebody just kind of lie to me. Same thing with chief minister. Whether young man they be they go school, I be see one interview. I don't know that be CNN. We be in route from Sierra Leone. I think he may even make a stop na Kenya or in study na Kenya or South Africa. To end up, I was like, wow, this now we own product. Now we own picking this. Now we own. Look how he end up turn. But the same way, me there with KKY. Me na man we been the follow where he been go talk to the president of Senegal, where be the talk with the I don't know the former prime minister about who that na England, where they talk about this renewable energy thing, where they tell be the work na UN. Or I say wow, we get all that. Me na one for the people them. Where be the cost on this microma regarding the thing I put loco. Waiting in himself where he say na in can't wait and it's by Kruma say not to in can't wait and India is by Kruma and him being champion all that. One of the people who be to go after and it's by Kruma say, you crazy. All of a sudden, we be the boom this guy now all of a sudden. No, not to him, now you, because of politics. But as we they unravel the shits them, we cover this guy. We dey see the dishonesty, we dey see the karma, we dey see the joke in him. Slowly. The man sit on a whole press conference with the two deputy minister them and talk say the money they not get again, that na one. Two, them feel say then they do better. Now make they even thank the people and where they give them this term, this long term notice. I don't know if it's been 2 or 3 days or 1 week. So they'll be able for put modalities them together. They'll be able for prepared. So now they get from Guinea, they get from CSG, they get Yanda, they get Yanda. So then good to go. Blackout say. Blackout they all over Freetown. Who side them people here they look? Who side they look? Now they only know that. Because in fact, the entire peninsula, so area they were light not even reach there itself. Light not even reach there. And that not for happen to a whole nation like this. Where other countries and the bluff say then they almost 90% successful uninterrupted light. Now we the cripple. We the people and still the people this man it don't sound like he don't become the master of the dog eat me homework. He don't look now say anytime when he say something he bring in 8 years ago, 9 years ago, APC. If this be done the 15 years ago, if this be done the 10 years ago, if this be done the 8 years ago. Listen here, dum. Maybe not from where you have died, your brain just freeze. It can happen. You know, when somebody done there with his partner for so long, from childhood or from that teenage life, you and this person done there for so many years. Now, God that take that person away from you. We can see how we're in the medical field. Would they see how the other partner they become? Affect this guy. Something need to go right. From where that lady passed, now in this guy, in brain just freeze. They don't know what you for talk. So then the way they look at you, can go say if you wave your hand in face, say, and then they blink. Maybe Bashi shake up. They don't make any sense anymore. He talk yanda, he talk yanda, he talk yanda, he talk. It didn't make any sense. Who's 8 years? The car partnership now work 8 years ago. That's 7 years ago. Because we all don't find out now, say, where APC count and then no use them. So why they call 8 years? So you want to tell me say SLPP already did a power for 8 years? If they're not in a power 8 for 8 years, why you dey go talk about star power shift? You dey mention 8 years. Not 7 years. That's why I'm not been use them. We don't want to declare to we. But we not like for accept that the same way when the chief minister come, he open him mouth with the head way small like pepperboard. He talk rubbish about this ECOWAS chairmanship until when he antique him, he pinch and ace. Like way Peking can do something tranga ace the whole and by ace. When he antique I pinch and by ace stop. This man not saying the first person. Saka Steve himself they don't host this thing. Now they finally don't come back, they don't go sit down. Because a young man, young man. Not if he don't born self before Shaka Steven they die. You not even born, so you don't know nothing. And when he come, he take a position like this, don't try for read about the history of Sierra Leone. Because when you are somebody waiting next to the president, I'm not saying like you go read constitutional law or whatever, but read about but read instead of the send back talk pulling per woman them, read books about Sierra Leone, about the history. So that when something happen, you not go run, you must say, oh, first of its kind, or first in time. No. Because if they read, because then they had and then the books. You go down and say, okay, if I go talk now, no go talk say Mara, you know, the first person ever with first Sierra Leonean president, we don't do this. If you for say, okay, like what somebody said today, say that person they put them nice. Say, well, after this long period of time, will be chair that seat today or be president of that seat today, a better law will come back this time around. Right. Because we just take it, a wrap them around for pulling per woman, and for say things where you're not supposed to say, supposed for the doing homework. Read about the history of Sierra Leone. If you not been take government, if you not been take government, but read, just read. So next time, because you don't become the mouthpiece. If I can't go the mouthpiece, the minister on the mouthpiece, they need to talk again. Now you don't become the mouthpiece, you don't become the principal, you don't become the head prefect. But go to read. So next time, when you open your mouth, you know disgrace yourself. If we come to the ECOWAS people here, you know, I don't say this before. Emerson Lamina, some of them guys are wait and become members of parliament. Now they didn't get the chance for sit inside plane. Maybe some of them guys are waiting to sit inside plane, wait and tell us say, buckle your seatbelt, they don't even know how to do them. Pass the flight attendant and they can't do them for them. Because you look Emerson Lamina, you just look in face. You don't get one clue. But because he get this so big anger about APC and Ernest by Kroba, waiting them in Duam. So anytime waiting now for talk about Marabio, it overlap. It'll go out of himself. Because you see the energy, the eagerness, the energy where they come out after out of them. You don't know say, you know Sabi what you talk about. Now I want to repeat again with the Alpha say. Everything where Alpha say now one guy say the ball the nail right on the head. Nigeria na 200 and something million population. Salon are down to reach 9. Lagos alone big pass Salon. Lagos them budget quadruple Salon, the entire Salon. We're not going to talk now about Abuja, which is the new capital. So if country will get then the young president, then they get their own plane. Anybody can go check. You know, Tina, Liberia, Nigeria, the defense budget, the billions. You know, Tina Salon defense budget, now reach 150 million a year. So with a country like that, we get kind thing, then get kind military branch. They no venture. Then come, then talk, then bring. Where the young man them tell them waiting they want for tell them. Then self realize say this ain't the work. So for make them now cutting up the talk say, well, then guy are crazy. And people can tell them when they talk about democracy. The democracy where they run right now into, especially Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali. You know, when a military movement, but the democracy where they do right now, you go compare that to what they go on at Togo. Well, for you sing me, rule the nation for 38 years. We don't rule for 25 years. What did he do? He turned the constitution. What Emeka now say, now parliamentarianism. Now therefore, I don't want to read that in the world. Only parliamentarians and therefore elect him as president. He says since now in the president, and get the upper hand, just like how we also have done a free tongue. Now in get the upper hand of parliament, now in particular the upper hand. So in get for the now they die. Because then get now the no more go for the vote, I mean. Because now the president, now the party the rule, now the party get the chief judge, the speaker or whatever. So now ain't no more now go for the rule. The citizen of Togo, Rome, a couple of days ago say this not the right. We see the massacre with the Pangon. And what do you do now? Yeah, he don't cut off the internet, Facebook, WhatsApp, everything. They don't cut them off. Now they kill, then they go house to house. They beat people them. They kill them. Even now when the new chairman, we not idea to, not to responsibility that as a chairman for making pick up phone and talk to your singbi. Say, you treat the people as so. The chairman, but today. Now and say who don't take place there. It's undemocratic. Oh, they don't bring the country back. Oh, this not for work. But right now, when the man they massacre young people, and this is a democrat, like a democratic man. Now they massacre young people and they kill them. They run over them with police motorcar them. I mean, man and policeman in the beat in the street. They fight bullets. They run them over. All of them know. We not hear the ECOWAS. Up to now, they not call no emergency meeting. The chairman not call no emergency meeting right now. Until they say a military can take over, they don't move this dog. If they say the entire Togo belong to the Yasingbi family. And right now, they need to talk. So for make them full year, when we get in a salon, them big full year, the whole mic, they talk all that nonsense here about restore democracy in a country. You see, they don't have the lie. Then they're not got one idea about the Sahel. But they don't have the lie. They talk say trade where the military government not been there, now the terrorists, now army man them. Now lie then guy the lie. Now lie then guy the lie. They're not get one clue. Where they get the information? Just like what the chief minister be they talk rubbish today, but Ibrahim Traore, who side get the information? A white man they tell you. You where they talk, so who side you get that information? They say right now, terrorists are not even there again. That's also a man that then they fetch them guy. Who side you get her?
I say before na terrorist group na be they now na terrorist army hindi.
Yeah. Who side then get that information? They who side now what the same white man where they can lie for you. The same white man where you can kiss in shoes. That don't know you get the information. You not gonna Burkina Faso. You not gonna Niger. 2 weeks ago, the president of Mali been there na Russia. They don't go sign no deals them. Even with the about that nuclear power. The man, the young man, and they make a strike. Go na Burkina Faso, go na Niger, go na Mali. Let go say anything against them guy. Let's see what the young people are going to do to you. Because they see, say, just like waiting, jive and tell with Friday. Then young Maya bring hope and bring belief to them three nations here. Look waiting that young man they do na Burkina Faso. Look waiting the other ones they do now na Mali. Look what they do. Look how they treat them people. Them. The man they play ball with him people, they work out, they go na farm, they go na garden, they talk with him people. Them. Look how they hate them. It's not a democratic nation, no. You go compare that country there right now with Togo. You go compare Niger right now with Togo. When young people more. Now the one that all live with the same class. You go compare Niger and Mali with Togo. You send the data massacre people them. Nobody you then they talk right now you full. What then is higher? You know able to pick up phone and call the emergency meeting. For see what thing they go on alone. The massacre we must sing be the giddy. You sing be the giddy. But yet you know that puppet them where God put mic before them. Stuff like that why you see the guy them out and they talk, you go no say some of them why again Mr. Ezekiel look after me, no disrespect. But some of them guys are really they've been just supposed for staying at the bush, outside them been there, then they tea, they eat bush yam, till then die. They no need for kind of big city, they no need for talking to public. They need for they we sign over them in they eat bush yam, till then die. Because now they them belong. People like Emerson Lamina. You see, with the Paran Tarawallie issue, then people here, they're so crazy. Maybe somebody go down tell them. Because they not say this not right. And that same issue, if I'm not mistaken, when I go correct me, where SLPP hold against APC, where they removed them 10 parliamentarians 7 years ago. About they work, also they take money na the cover and try go contest for run for seats, for parliamentarian seats. Now they remove them for 10 of them. But yet this guy, they try for run for position while it's done they take money na the cover. And according to them, they say the constitution the standing order or the Salon Constitution say enough for work so. Yet then go slap and say, okay, we'll put you on suspension. No. We'll not give him an ultimatum. If you want me, member Clerk, the Clerk of Parliament, then what you need for do? Wait. After these 5 years, you can contest when the next election come up for SLPP, whatever position where you run for the. Wait, you know, not do it now. Or you just forget about that. Concentrate on the country right now. Concentrate on the country in job. Concentrate on what you can do as Clerk of Parliament for let things and push go before. Period. In decide now, say, okay, that this I want to do, then go there. If you don't want, then no need for like you did it. Waiting at the suspension, waiting at the leave of absence. Why they forget leave of absence? Leave of absence not denial. Give him an ultimatum. Pick one. If you want to go be part of the SLPP executive, you want to go run for a 6 day, it's fine. Move away from here. Resign. Or if you want to keep this job, then put that first on hold. Till the time when you decide, say, you don't want to do this job again, then you can go fetch for Dandy. You see what Lawrence Lima they do? Because in getting to either for be a member of parliament, that make you not run again for that 6 day. Not because he feels say the one who been for run against and go beat am o. But he know what he right. He know say he no go still run for that seat today. Why he yai go back because the type of incident wey they throw it away, we know say he want run or he want aspire for be a member of parliament. He know say then two things and they no go together. Now make he decide say he need to go again for re-election. I don't know what in the constitution whether it permit him for go 3 term, 4 term, 5 term. I don't know. But now he say he need to go, he need to run again. He want let somebody else take chance now. So that means say he been get the right for even for run back for third or fourth term. But what you the try for saying this government, this man we don't commit a heinous crime. Because to me, according to me, a heinous crime. He do something crazy. What he do, this man be supposed for in a jail. A complete corruption. Be supposed for in a jail. And now you tell me say they can't fight corruption. But you don't do that. Because the members of parliament, they come to you, they say, bring and come back, you bring and come back. And we see the same nonsense, then there's your back, where then go na your host, for go tell you thank you, or for go welcome you, or for go congratulate you because of this COAS chairman where you be. We see where they call the speaker name. Where they call the speaker name, we see all that noise. And all that noise they not been parliamentarians, not been SLPP parliamentarians. So you can look for say, even if they own they commit crime, they do bad things in another house there. They still they clap and jump for them. And clap say, we want and the line did it. So the government that we get. But if we not crazy, because it look like say the doctor can prescribe una crazy medication, it don't late or it don't forget to na. Una need for go back for let go give una refill. But if matter case, let listen to una. Let attack the Sahel. Let make let do or not to do something, not get the power. Get the power. The one who get ammunition, the three or four super countries in West Africa. We'll go talk about Ghana, Nigeria, Senegal, or okay, even through Guinea Day. When Guinea and Junta, we say okay, Ivory Coast. Then big one and they we get the tough ammunition and everything. They're not crazy. They look that situation then and they say, nah. Then guy allow by you them. And you know what? Even way Tinubu then a power so. Brian Traore don't go to Ghana, Nigeria. Don't go visit her. Go to Nigeria. Because they all sit down, they see what happen. Na Ghana. Where Traore show up na Ghana. They get that tradition. Where any side where see woman dance for you take pull in la pipe, pray down for let you walk on top of it la pa. Tell you which kind human being you be. That tells you that not the utmost respect where African they greet to them somebody, where woman dance, it pull in la pa, it pray down for let you walk up on them. What I respect. All see don't they see how the hell nobody na Ghana. So they know. So if you know even the way they sleep by himself, you know what's up. So then you crazy people here where they talk now. Don't listen to them. The best you can do, because you not being a man, you can call them. Try for see if you able to convince them. They say that be a man that you don't go there before, they gotta expect you. Because according to you, foreign minister, with them they welcome you, the presidential lodge. He said that the first person we call him tell him for congratulate you. So let us say the Bobo get respect for you because you not the old army man. So the best you can do, see if you will convince them. But it never happen because that he don't already making mind up. Say never. I don't say an interview. Who's that talk say never. They never ever join ECOWAS again. They go be part of the region, but they never join ECOWAS. I don't see any reason why they don't join ECOWAS. ECOWAS now rubbish. So the people don't talk about they never join ECOWAS. So not try them. We not try them all because Russia they with them. What thing that they get right now, the arsenals the way in get. Salon not anywhere close to that. Thank you very much, sir.
I thank you very much, Omar. That's not Omar. We talk for himself, by himself, and he pulling chest back where he talk. A popping collar. And they will marry Randy. I ain't talk. Yeah, and just wait he talk for himself. Ezekiel, welcome, sir. What you get for me?
Thank you so much, Triple A. Thanks to the panelists and to all the listeners. I'll go make them quick. I will just continue with the Timbra Omar they say. I think we young people and therefore read into the political atmosphere where they happen between the West and Africa. I think me fear, maybe I read deep into this. My fear is that President Bio wants so much the Americans' approval. And we know the Americans don't begin undermine Tory already. President Bio so anxious for the approval of the Americans and France. I'm afraid it will end up for say things we, of course, West Africa not ready for do, but it will create problem for Sierra Leone, relationship problem, and bye-bye to younger. Because if they allow them people here for they say stuff like this, not to in olden days. Today you drop one thing, it all over. Look, the social media, young people are waiting, they talk against President Bio. And if in go with in quietness and left these half information people are waiting they get, then they just go all over the place. Oh, now so me now the captain, this person now general. Are you kidding me? If it's another day with the look at leadership, I don't care if na the Fontoba soldier man, but if you the lead you people and take care of their needs, who cares about general? If you why you touch that button and you hate it like a big bucket you they pass with her, who cares? Now this whole mentality now, like waiting for Triple A say Sierra Leone for the name for power, it's unbelievable. You know, I tell people all the time, you know, you put people in our office and all this sort of every day they will then go, no, me not the manager now, all my for listen to me. I said, buddy, that not go change your salary. The person will put you as manager, you already know say you na manager. All he wants, let the work get done. And the only way that work go be done now for make sure say all the one the way then they around you, then believe you. So every time for go yelp and say, oh, na me na the manager or man listen. No. Now a matter of time, the time they need to listen to you because na bogus. So, if you pressure yourself for approval from the West and begin say bad things against Tory particularly, go bad for Sierra Leone. So please, if you want for use diplomacy for talk to them, tell you hunger people for let them show APC and other Sierra Leoneans the way. You know, the funny thing, you know how Sierra Leoneans then they feel inside. Where we own democracy, we wanna just drop an at the tube. Just few years ago, wanna throw away we own democracy into the tube. And all of a sudden, let's say we don't forget. People are not forget. We know how that democracy happened. We know. Whether it was una win or not win, una not done the right way. Una left people in the dark. So please be humble a little bit and begin for understand Sierra Leone and they know how una handle we own democracy. Good Lord. Are you kidding me? Why una they push this thing? Una they try for show as if we don't forget. The thing's still raw. Why una faces Samora still they talk about electoral justice. Yes, we know saying in get your problem, but we mess them up. So please, not get a humble pie, not come by being the bogus for Sierra Leone. They know, Sierra Leoneans, they know. Please. And President Bio, you get one time left. Tinubu no say a party, then just come. Where you see the tension, is she don't suffer. You time the candle, not left we, but disgruntledness with neighbor and Tory. Because if you allow them people here begin to talk here and push that agenda, younger plus more, we go lost. Thank you so much, Triple A. God bless we all.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yeah.
Uswin, welcome, sir. What you get for we?
Yeah, thanks very much, Triple A. Thanks for giving all these updates and developments to the Guna Salo. I know the church few issues them headlines. The military then own promotion well we will left and give them, even though you see one of the civil society when I charity they comment in dislike of promotion day, but that's for another day. But the media in area with this internet access, a big trial where then they tell we say then they get trial license. And then the other point who said been just doubted this morning what I've been listening there. Now regarding their subscriber number, they say now they use for let them go show the effectiveness of the 5G. So if you have more subscribers, so that will tell 100,000, that goes to say, well, they function well. But I don't know what in the assessment wouldn't they do, because if you look at the West African telecommunication regulation, with them in get WATRA, then we done the whole meeting them. But this recent one with the whole, so I think now one winner for the International Telecommunication Unit. But they said we done they come. But what do they ask? How much digital skills would they get from there? Oh, no, if in the land, because they said they get an academy. Wouldn't they come? Because the guy we can represent the ITU with man, then get an academy. But the point of regulation and how they be able for amendment here are the big question. Because then they look at the area of the network in parliament system, where the quality of service and for letting go drive tests, then are the big problem. But that infrastructure, and then the challenge is, well, they know they get side and they build. Now few people and they help them when not start the acts of help. So the money that they get only they do for them will get mobile points or transmission lines. So sometimes they got you want the company can mobile money and can spend more in terms of helping them for getting structures there. But this is one thing. But the point where they say then they look at that digital financing service for mobile money. But we don't know what in that space they would they develop for the people, and because the time being how they charge people in terms of money transfer. But we don't know how this with this new switch we don't come, national switch now the central bank, how you be able to work with the other banks with this the money security. Because it entails a lot. Especially people and they come, then they do fraud, but then they will get money from people, how much they go secure. Then one thing. Then the other side what I think they note about how they go able for look into I think now the operational side, when are the media and the company them. So, but all that we don't know how much then they transform, because the meeting and they run they hold them, but we don't know if they get an impact assessment with the benefits all the people and they get and based on what then they provide. Because now the challenges and they say there is something whether a substance of 5G, but how you go access them. Now the big thing is the availability. But it's up to how government go for they look into which are the functions of them, where because the ministry day we not go just be left there for function, but how for the ask them how on a development they go, which are the cost consumer. Because if they involve the consumer them for make up this operational side, when I get always they ask the consumer side. But the consumer they can always say complain, but the voices they know they come directly where the CSO then other people then can begin the battle before there is a decision being made. The companies then can always decide before the government in your law would then they put. So that are the challenges they can get. But looking at electricity, you notice still there is a problem with the base load. If we see KKY and they talk about, because if they talk say they go lend close from somebody, but you know we expect say go fit you because somebody else in close. There is a challenge of either a tight for you, a big, or there are an issue. So in the challenging of this, now you have to think of the infrastructure we go make, we see what they go get now Guinea. We don't comment on that. But it's about how they go try study the base load. Because all in they tell me now different figures. And they tell you about this megawatt they can, now this will they provide, now this one go buy, now this will expect. So the figures, they combine. Anytime they can, somebody they give a different figure. Even if most times become off track in showing waiting at the base load. Because if the base load, I don't try know, they will not know, say, the short term and the long term plans, how they go able to connect. Because a transition, this is not something where you go say, the get for good transplant, the north side like transplant, I know. This is an industry, an infrastructure. If you see don't build infrastructure, we now one infrastructure for go with the CLSG or the water side, or if that side you know expand at the green energy. But if we don't put one way not to green energy, we don't expand them, and then we come again later say, well, we try for bring the clean energy. Then at the plan B. When at the long-term plan, how we go able for cut down or the spending we don't spend if it go match. Or the one who will go for the infrastructure, all will go for condemn that infrastructure, they will go for build a new infrastructure. Because this is a technical thing they talk of. Some of the infrastructure we will use and the multi-grid, especially if in a solar or if in this wire, if in energy where they bring from methane or from the gas or like one wouldn't they put in a CLSG, you get for from that infrastructure. But it's a matter of transition from one point to the other. I they put the short-term plan for me to up the long-term one. But these are all areas that they see saying like somebody they only talk from the script. You see, and when you talk from a script, now sometimes the script, they get the same message, but now the script when they try to say, when they tell the people they say they get. So if the minister come back, the same thing will tell you. If the president can make his speech, the same thing will tell you about the challenges and what they plan for do. But what they plan for do and how then they do them, now the way where you get for match for development will sustain, now in people they know they get the trust. And accessibility and all that thing they are the day for let people that will enjoy their service for social and the economic rights. But it's a matter of how we prioritize them for them will get up. But at the base load, we not still know how then they balance the base load and with their agenda. Coming to the area, one of the main topic of the ECOWAS, there is a big challenge because the biggest challenge, that one where the minister they talk about credibility and trust. And but the one way ECOWAS been they fail for do, then they fail for realize there is a credibility and trust with the institutions. Because the institutions you get for strengthen the institutions, then you will get a transparent government. And when the governance is transparent and the institutions, and so they look at institutions of member states or the bloc, the ECOWAS bloc, and the member countries the way they did. So if you get the member countries who understand, say, the main fact is that the institutional deficit will not get. The way they're able for strengthen them now, I go bring that democracy and good governance. But if they bypass that one day, they always say the way they prioritize any way for deal with problems, now for them will get a military intervention. Now that one day go to as a priority for see go able for get extension of military sanctions or military intervention because that's not in the immediate one way see ECOWAS been come and succeed somehow on a salon even they cost pain and price and money. But those are the things where they get a strategy with. The other side where they know they look into waiting at the language barriers. Because if they see the example, the minister, then they say in bilingual. Okay, talking the language is one thing, but the culture and the issues are really underline. If you take an example like Morocco and Algeria, okay, they are not part of ECOWAS, but they see the function of the minister Timothy Kaba, wherein it is act as the UN, but yet still then they extend, because anything they ask about diplomacy, then they extend from the ECOWAS, tell them about all the UN areas they would then they govern, for let them go able for give out their own work as diplomats and people that wouldn't elect at their position there for the benefit of the West African states and the AU. But here now, the Morocco and Algeria issue wouldn't be there for long. They are in Polisario front, for years we don't they go on. And this is a front where Algeria they support for say they want independence and that Sahel area they. I mean that Western Sahara. And then the Arabs, then they actually North Africa. But when you look Morocco, now one of the country we can join now the end bit of Africa. I mean West Africa. So most times they get relationship. We even see one of businessman be don't cancel alone. But the point that they need to is we don't they see Timothy Kabari pronounce Morocco for help them through the UN. But again, Algeria, the complaint say Morocco, they inflict problem with them. So then get this border issue, how we are able to navigate and understand say not just for the say now we want to come into the table and decide what are the underlying causes. Why we not brand the threat? Why we not want this independence? Why the Arab they say they want a socialist liberation? You understand that, and then you come down. You see back then they boast about Sudan, and you see them go on to Burkina Faso, now West African region. But how we go able to understand why then people there want the independence, or why they know they try for genuine again? Because we don't see Mauritania, we don't come up, and the ECOMOG, then we don't left there. So, but because of all this region, I get the force, one of the military force. or una dey try for strengthen, because una dey talk of bilateral trade, una dey talk of an open region, una wan build trade and trust, but how the safety of this area go dey? The one dey una dey point to side then issue bin dey go Mali, Burkina Faso and Ivory Coast, na dey the thing don go sit down, because those are the areas where people dem dey train insurgents, the people who dem dey cause distress, even this Mosquito and Charles Taylor. Those are the areas where they go recruit, where they move. So, but the point of making it as a point that they don't come out of the ECOWAS and not to member states and trying to know why this side we go try for them, they diffuse the problem what they did, but now we don't make them become independent. And now we get a challenge of business, and now we get a challenge of for making we currency single for let they go this, they will get business along the trade. But how about the border and the security? So it's a matter of how this dispute you understand as a leader. You get the national problem. Because I know the chairman of ECOWAS and the UN, we on presidents, you get for that you can understand the problem. But what are they see? The one day when are the spokespeople or one day when they can portray the message of the government, they like African, they talk well now. If you now when they go complain about election justice or whatever electoral justice to ECOWAS, but we now we the whole ECOWAS, not we now therefore can't complain because he said clearly these days none of the media. He said well none of the advantage that so now they talk about electoral justice, not to we now therefore can't complain. So are you making it an advantage for let the democratic rule will be changed because election malpractice is part of the area where they highlight say ECOWAS una strategy una been put because una been get a strategy framework una been put between 2020, 2022 and so on. How it will match with national unity and cohesion? If na way that one day for threatening the one who are the less privileged or the opponent. Plus, see. So these are the things we don't go understand what are they underline. And one people and they read from the scripts, as I've been saying, they read from the minds of waiting at the inner circle, or waiting you don't they observe say, now in they go on, or waiting and they talk as a back to say, no worry, we don't get this clear now. If they can't say they go meet with. So if you they kind of public they can see and then they deviate from what you mean for ECOWAS and what you plan for do. But it's a matter of how they get for confront them, looking at the main issues, because this ISIS terrorism and all them here they go on now the Sahel region. But how we now get for buffer them and understand why people then want to still continue fighting within, or watching at the underlying thing, a language, or now because of religion, or now because of the very Anglophone and the Francophone countries them who not agree. So these are the things we get for look, because we are all not the same in West Africa. Yeah, Francophone, except for Liberia, we now American government. So these are the things we get for look into making an area of external interference they come. With the interference they come from the US and Russia, because the duty Russia they do now Burkina and areas they get the Americans they try to say well, let's gain we on side, and then they get the EU. And then when you look at all this again, they ask you, well, how we currency get for go? Because if all these external factors and get for I go deflect on our economy, others then go they say, well, now begin to do business and trade with others. So how you get for get you debt and how you get for cover your income and revenue based on your own country when a neighbor country where you want for deal with again, and the people how the citizens will able for react to what in that benefits they. So any benefit where you bring you get for Macam, because you see the area of that Arab country where they talk of the one day way then they say well we don't want this country money because the country money is tied to the franc, because the French country then been get the French countries and then been the link towards the franc. Like I always say, the Americans with the dollar, so the UK now with the pound. So now so the Sahel region, some side been there. So for like changing now that franc, the value, when they don't value to the euro, all that you get for look into that. So you get for get people in kind of table. Don't look at the economic issues there. Don't look at the tribal, the issues there what they did. Or if not land issues, or if not because of territory we get a wealth when are effect for like Eritrea and Ethiopia. These are the things where they look to. But if you come down to Leone region now, there is still an unrest. We will still get for look at that area of trust of institutions them, because until the institutions of each country, everybody begin point fingers say institution not they work well. Now so institution for work for let you become a real member. But if the institutions they know the day for govern on a democratic governance in terms of like the ECOWAS and biggest problem, it's then courts. The court gets a problem. we then still therefore strengthen. So this is like one of the institutions we they look at. So you're looking at the African Development Bank, they can't help here. Then they try for interfere, for can't do one external factor again. So these are the things where they say, how would they relate with all this based on with domestic problem and with neighboring problem, like we get our own issues with Guinea. So how would they relate with business when are common areas and areas will get difference? Then we'll be able to settle them. So I will say nobody now can overpower and compete. But it's a big challenge. What would they get in terms of diplomacy these days? Wherein we get for face the truth instead of coming for can read from the script and reading from the script, it get for be real. When I get for don't survey that. But if I read script from plan, so on a plan, just like now the doubt what thing they happen at parliament. If Paran they do this or they do this, or what thing and tell them for do behind the scenes, you will not worry, you just go so at least not go gain this strategy. I mean this point to one for go. So it's a matter of transparency, institutions and how then they function. But if we know institutions already function, they already loud out for long now go to ECOWAS and see would they go make change. What is coming to a doubt of democracy and constitution? And the constitution will only work well when there is democracy. But if we take the constitution for what you want, for we go say, well, 38 allow you for do this, or this will allow for do this. But when it comes to democracy, for let people and get in civil rights, not only the protection of oneself. So we hope say people will look to the democratic change, institutional change, and we on constitutional change. We'll go match with something when a development, not to something always for the purpose for safeguard them. See, well, we able for do this, we able for do this. Now, but what about waiting the people are able for do from the constitution and waiting the people and get for benefit from their own strategy? We pray for a better nation and leaders who will lead us to a better path. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Usfriend.
Yeah, welcome, yes, sir.
Pa Williams.
Yes, sir.
How are you, sir?
Well, tell the master, thank you. Thank you. Oh, tell him thank you.
What you get for we today?
Not too much, not too long, because I'm not ready for go sleep. I get doctor appointment tomorrow. Anyway, people, I hear what you panelists they talk. I hear what the other people themselves talk. Salute Kanga. Every day we get problem. Things are difficult. So then can't name platform here with the breaker. It make we laugh a little bit, let we system work right. Because even the way they talk to them, minister, within the government information minister, all they want to do where they talk. There are communist people there, there are comedians there. There are comedians. We need a really carry the talk a little bit, let we laugh. Because everything they talk to now nonsense. Nonsense. Because we need them. When they can't talk, they will laugh because they're not trying. Things are not so easy there. It's not easy. So when they want the kind of the platform, they can't talk. They're convenience them. We need convenience them. And they can't talk. You see, the Minister of Information, you don't know he left from the right. Everyone don't know he left from the right. They come on the day and joke at them. Purely. Long time, we don't know see that joke Bobo. Now Bobo, it didn't shape for me call him Bobo. Never mind where you know say you want full respect, it will behave respect way. So would they call him Mr. But when they behave in the respect way, would they call him Bobo? They mean they call him Bobo. If I meet her now, sir, is that the Minister of Information? I say that Bobo. You see? No, Bobo. You know they behave yourself in a way forget respect. You see? Look at what they talk now. That woman in the parliament. I don't know what's in there. When they talk, say, President Bio don't get the military don't get respect. And look at that. But that Monday. Yeah, that Monday. Even when he dress, Uma would just talk this now. Even when he dress coat and trousers. Let me put on that. If we already hear you, then they tell us, say, one Pa Williams say, even when he dress with coat and trousers, the man be back polo. The man look at no polo if he back. Even when he wear coat and trousers, so
If you bought Polo, the man for talking to the was not authorized in my mouth. Like the other man when we go talk, say when President Beleo, you me for go by that time or wait to talk. The same thing. I don't say now. I don't see the man Poku turn a platform the way he gave some discussion. The man about Polo. Polo. The man that we question to assist. If you Polo, so what you will expect for that kind of man in it? Even when you go na plane, you know Sabia for fix the seat belts. But the plane attendant go come show up for fix. So they come out in the I know they pay more attention to them. No. I don't pay more attention to them. No way. No way. Because the money appearance don't show say not a man for pay attention with. So you see, kind of worst. Kind of people to say that thing and they will talk to me. Now what time they are weird. You know if you say now blood me are weird and the blood still in that weird. Even when they talk now you care what I hear. So you see that come man in the hall. I don't look the hall. The time go down. The power go down. It to pay do ya? Keep them platform there. Keep them. I don't know if you get archives the way you keep them. All you get any archives the way you keep them?
From the first day we begin, I answer. Till to side they talk now. We'll get everything.
Yeah. Because time go come, we go begin play. Let them self go there. Waiting them in the how them in the behave. Let them self You see? So now the thing that. You see? So yeah, like you wait cancel now. Where you keep archives. It's fine. Now fighting they do so. Because salon officer, you're gonna Ministry of even if Ministry of Information, they're not gonna damn archives in it. So you see? So then if people say, well, you do not talk, everything is okay. Well, you know, feels the same man you keep the archives. For tomorrow. When you go to play them back, or how they make it behave. A good thing they do so. We keep the archives there. We go get remember them. Oh yes. We go bracket them. God can make we bracket them. We will remember them. You see? We will remember them. So this is the thing. So they all below government, all in the cabinet to the other one, they all na jokers them. We remember them when they power down. We remember. We must remember them. They can't bracket the Inspector General. Is there? You know, you make up say Saloma go come bracket them. You know, say Saloma they around yourself. We bracket on a society. I chase them up. I chase them up. I tell them a piece of the mind. Someone finding they will break it their way. We must break it there. They could give you long life. They could give you long life. We break it there. We must tell them a piece of the mind. I don't mean to be it. Certainly. In the bio, I think I say in a chief, what do you call this? Chief diplomat. When I say no, you don't get proper promotion now. In a chief diplomat. You understand? So right. We remember them. We'll find it. We remember them. You see? If you like we don't be chief, but the man he able to solve your own problem. Now the ECOWAS chairmanship people go solve. You see that Nigeria man, that will come on this so. When I'm the ECOWAS chairman. I like the way I act. If you don't suffer, you keep a low profile, term which you hand over. This our gentleman for behave. You don't go force law, you not distance. Nah. The ECOWAS of yourself, na place where na useless place. Me always call it a useless place. Not a credible institution at all. Very, very they're not the worst institution there. Not a better. We can't get anything out from them. And this yap way beyond they make. Now 1 year. The ECOWAS a position now 1 year. Next year by this time, how the money can take her? How the money will get her? So we don't get nothing out of it. Nothing. Nothing will not get out of it. The money will solve your own problem.
The other employer will go, so nothing will not get out of it. We be the what do they call it? Security Council. What you get? What you realize? What you get out of it? Nothing. You tell no. They don't come money. You see they talk about it now? No. So I don't benefit anything out of it. So I mean, look all that one in there. You see, you don't impress me. You don't impress me today, you don't impress me tomorrow. Fact. You're not going to do anything. But I want you, me don't want to know. Waiting at this ECOWAS now. I don't want them. If you're not able to manage and use in common sense and keep a low profile, if you say you want to go and bog that yenge, you want to go show power in the chairman now. Now the poor people no more we go sorry for, because Guinea don't get that easy. You don't get that easy to Guinea. Definitely, you don't get that easy to Guinea. If you not keep a low profile and act wisely, you don't get that easy. If you see one go act full, like them full man the way they be national. Because they on the way they be national and they go instigate to go do something where Israel go regret tomorrow. If you know act, if you know behave, act wisely, think and act wisely on that younger issue. If you still want to go make yourself stupid, then Solomon go suffer. They will not suffer for him. We don't can suffer for one great man. You see. So if you don't act wisely and act properly, because I'm not saying a stupid way you go act. Very stupid way. Then a soldier man, that soldier man uniform where na salad. The guy can get salad. They put baked beans, this, that. Not a better substance. The guy gets salad so they venture. And the Western community, they hang. Now trap themselves so. If you say one go and bug that other soldier man, what the way they do well, what they call it, throw away or what they call it, see what they want to make nonsense. Hey, now trap the Western community set. Now trap themselves so. If you venture want to go do something there, or you want to talk against that guy there, so long go suffer. So long go suffer. So now they make us see if you not act, you not think and act wisely. Now repose a lot of people in go suffer. That's not my own constitution. Good night.
Good night, Pa Williams. Dana Pa Williams, he talk for himself, by himself, and he use in old power authority for talk all wetin he talk. Yes. Now he use that authority as an elderly man wey be don go after the people's IG. Yes, Batunga, what you get for me?
Yes, Family, all thank you. Una really they do a good job. Triple A, always they say thanks for what they do. Despite what we all get for do or man get to job them, they always make time for bringing this show here to we. And I go say thank you where they make we they use you platform. I just go do fast because I get forget a flight later today. But what thing I want to talk about now the fact that Salon, nobody not gets pride now again when it comes to the politician them. The shame now they. But Professor Lumumba been say something. He say na Japan, where they find somebody guilty of corruption, they kill himself. They say China, where they find you guilty of corruption, the government they kill you. They say in the West, where they find you guilty of corruption, you go jail. Well, Salon now typical example for say where they find it guilty of any fraud, you go for higher office. So now make a surprise this parental doctor parental because now so making column. The first time I meet the guy, me say,
Dominion doctor.
okay, the first time I meet him, introduce himself to me as doctor. So me go continue for color. There was a time when him be they saying a doctor, I call him Paran Tarawallie. Oh no, call me Dr. Tarawallie. So now I dey continue for color that way they, even though they frown at that. So more start with that doctor thing. One of the reasons why they make him clerk of parliament, he use the credentials saying a doctor. So that's they be debunker for saying na mango 3 degree being gets. So then a reason right there where if we been get better parliament, we therefore don't remove them from the parliament right away. Then you go to voting he do it in WEF. Okay, now the same man now he gonna get an interview wait he say he break the constitution. So why can't we say people then say better constitution or the better parliament on the na this country, yeah? People then can say the parliament, also the parliament in fault and the president on this. No, not to the president, not to nobody. The parliament was who fix the parliament at this country, but good thing will change. Who will make the parliament do their work. Right, and then they do their work. The presidents and they do their work for them. If the man don't go on TV saying do political calculation for make APC they go lose the majority in parliament, you know what he do? Parliament not call him for make he explain what he do. Where he clearly tell people then say, and break the law for make SLPP will get majority in parliament. When I see anybody say something about that, the only reason why this man Kagbo he call himself, now why make he take this action for say they go stay out of parliament? Now because he see say things they begin turn around for them, we then say their own position them. That they are 2 weeks. Now make a decide for take the stand where it takes so. So if Namano been get pride, like what in the Japanese them do, not for being killing himself like what in the Japanese them do. If I don't resign, this might don't get so many scandals. It don't get so many scandals where it don't get no side for the near parliament. But I did so. We go watch and see what the president will do at his suspension because Mr. Naden days are the read that talk there. So make we just say what he will do. Now go to the president's bureau quick. Me not like for call and president's bureau as soon as I know. Mother Bio gets so many positions in the world. Mother Bio now the president of Salon. What they do with that presidency? How he does succeed in presidency? Mother Bionana, the Minister of Defense for Salon. How the army they go? How the defense of the country they go? How the security of the country they go? You know, Mother Biona, the Minister of Energy. How do they go? You know, now they get blackouts pass out before he become Minister of Energy. So if the man gets all them positions, you know, he will do nothing with them. He gets an ambitious thing the way they say. Because you know, say it's not possible. The same way you can have say free quality education. The education it all spoil that before in the even church. So if you go now, it challenge other leaders then where you know say you not get no intention or not only not get intention, and not get no plan for make they go remove them from power. But now talk. This man and that in good that. And they say things the way you know say it not get for happen, but it could just okay, ma say I'm anyway. If you're not able to fix your own country, just like somebody said just now, you're not able to fix your own country. From when you don't take over this country, everything just to go from bad to worse. They talk about to fix how many 16 or I don't know how many countries that they now inside ECOWAS. Now that they talk about for fix. The only reason why Mada Bio they make him chairman is because he spend money. Now because he bribe, just like any other thing, just like the Security Council where it gets where you know do nothing there. They go to Security Council, the UN Security Council, we say Africa forgets permanent seats na the Security Council. Anybody looking face? That's happened. It not happened. But you see, anyway. So what he say for make Mali and Guinea and Burkina Faso for do? You know, say not get for happen. But a man just like for talk. You know, they talk about feed salon. We not get, you know, go show one thing. We go say now, okay, now this first step this I don't take for make I go feed me country. So people never just ignore what's in this man they say because what in Pa Williams say na comedian. You know, they talk, they don't say, they know say people they laugh them. But then they don't really know say what in they say it go impact the image of the country. Why? Because they don't care about the country. They only care what's in the country they get from the country. They don't care one bit. If somebody actually say these people that they get planned for make Salongo before, you dreaming. You know, Una can write there have comments but me and other people that are this platform and other platform them. Una ask yourself, ask this question. Is life better now we matter be on a president? Or is life better we matter be not be president? The one bag rate so they give now, or the 50-50 loan so they give now. Now a worth for waiting una the rights and defend people then we no need for any power. You know, una life really better now. You really think about that. Una glad the way una sister them, una auntie them, most likely una mama them that they sell themselves for make they go getting for it. Una really think about anything and they. You glad if for making you sleep on a generator even if you can't afford them. You glad if for me they drink dirty water where they kill you at this country. Then you wanna get a problem. Oh. Not so we wanna do. So when I can write some comments say, not so we mean I cannot even respond. Not so we wanna do ourselves. Because we wanna they say so most of the other way they talk now they did not the diaspora. Me then I even if they say bag race now one okay, not to 1 million again. They say that 10 million all money. Even if they say petrol now 50 million for 1 liter, so when they comment and talk about we like because we say things that we not true, when I again make their half comments here, una they do we. Now una go do ourselves. And we, as I say, I can always tell Una, I go continue for talk. Because I know say Marabio, you not get nothing for do to me. You know? I know say una the half people that una do get talk. Una not get nothing for do to me. Some of una they see me. Una not get nothing for do to me. So una not waste una time. We go continue for talk. This evening, I go there in a flight. Somebody tried to me, we can fly now through Guinea. No, I go through Lunge. So I go there this evening. So most likely, maybe we'll go meet up with the make us see now what thing when I go do. Family, good morning.
All right, thank you very much, Batonga.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah. I don't know, for one reason, almost 4 hours we don't do it soon. But we don't done. We begin far away. But we don't done, yeah? We'll be back tomorrow. With your body and strength. Yeah, Papa God. Eh? We'll go there tomorrow. Yeah? I just said I'll make you know so good there. Till meet back, till police say, tata.